Hello everyone, a very good morning, good afternoon and good evening to all. Myself Vaibhav. In today's session of JForex Indicators Explained, we will be considering one of the moving average. This time around it is the turn of the linear weighted moving average, which can be shortened as LWMA. We will see how we can utilize these indicator provided on the JForex platform to look for the trading opportunities where we will have the higher probability of ending the trade on a profitable note. So let's get started for today's session. We will be heading to the JForex platform. This is the Euro USD chart defined on the hourly candle period. I will add this indicator, the linear weighted moving average. There are two ways to do it. You can simply check for recent indicators. If you have used it, it is available here. Otherwise, you can go to this add indicator option and you will find listed amongst these overlap studies. Here it is. Here it comes, linear weighted moving average, or you can simply do a quick search. You can type in and you will find it. Right, so this is the linear weighted moving average with the candle period of 14. From the name itself, you can make it out that this is the moving average derived using the weightage being given to the pricing data. So each pricing candle period will have a different weight given the given your choice of the weight. So you have to determine what kind of weight you want to give. And another word in the name is linear. So this weightage will be in a linear format. We will have the weightage defined to the pricing data in a linear format where more weight is given to the most recent data, and then we go linearly to reducing the weight provided to the prior period. So that's how this indicator is calculated. It's quite simple, and this is being done simply to reduce the lag. If we compare it to the SMA or EMA, it is going to be a lot more responsive. This is the LWMA plotted on the 14-hour candle period. Now, if I plot the SMA of the same candle period, you will find it quite evident. Let me edit it to 14. Okay, and the applied price I will opt for close price. So this is the SMA of the 14 candle period, and this is the LWMA of the 14 candle period. And as you can observe from the chart, we have the LWMA being a lot more responsive compared to the SMA, and that's its advantage. And also when we have the zigzag moves, there also it is going to respond well. We won't be seeing much price moves, much deviation happening in the LWMA till a strong trend emerges. Of course, what kind of candle period you are using for calculation LWMA, that is also going to be a decisive factor. Now I will remove this and we will see how we can customize this indicator for our purpose of looking for profitable trades. So this is the indicator, and going to its editing option, you can opt for different candle period depending on your trading time horizon. If you are someone who likes to trade on the larger time frame, then it is better if we go for the higher candle period calculation, like say for example 50. If we opt for 50, there will be a lot less changes even if there are sharp moves in the prices, and there will be more time required for the change to happen on these LWMA's direction. We will see it being a lot less responsive to the immediate price turns. But if the price action sustains in one direction for a considerable amount of time, or at least significant amount of time, then in that scenario, the change will happen in the direction of the LWMA, and it will start to rise or decline in whichever direction the price is able to sustain. So that is the one advantage of larger candle period LWMA compared to the lower time frame LWMAs, and that's why most of the time the traders prefer to have these moving averages defined over time frame which are quite large, not short, as the price action sometimes it's simply in the range with sharp moves on both sides, as it has been happening for last 2 days where we don't really have any significant momentum on either side. Rather, it is this narrow range of 100 to 150 pips in which the Euro USD's price action is unfolding, and here we are seeing moves happening, sharp moves happening on both the sides of these pricing formation. So in such kind of circumstances, we will see the LWMA being almost flat as we have the case here, and only if the price is moving in a continuous formation, in a continuous manner, in any direction, then only in that scenario we will be having this LWMA plotted in a trending manner where it will be in decline, or if the price is rising then it will be in rise. So there are some classical interpretations of the data when we have this LWMA in a significant decline or on the rise, then we can continue to look for the trading opportunities on in those directions as long as the price action is able to sustain on that side of the equation. If the decline is there in LWMA, then I think whenever there is significant correction and after consolidation, if the price action is below the LWMA only, then I think new trades can be taken when we look to short it. And when the LWMA is on the rise, and if the price action is able to sustain above it after correction and consolidation, then in that scenario we can look to go long. And if the price action drops on the opposite side, then it is better to give up on the prior trade and look for new trading opportunities in changing market dynamics. And also, if there is a significant deviation from the moving average price, the linear weighted moving average price, in that case, we can also count on some retracement to take place where we can look for some overbought or oversold scenarios to take the trade and go for some scalping opportunities in that kind of market. So there are many ways to use this indicator. All we have to do is customize it as per the need, and then we can take it for finding the trading opportunities. You can also make it a combination of two different candle period LWMAs where you use lower time frame and higher time frame LWMA, and you use a crossover structure where when the lower time frame LWMA crosses above or below the larger time frame LWMA, you can take it as a signal of the bullish or bearish formation respectively. So I will edit it and make it 114, right? So we have here these changes, we have crossovers happening, and sometimes the price will sustain, sometimes it won't be sustaining. So there are lot of possibilities in any market dynamic, so we do have to keep in mind. And if the price is moving in a range, then we will have this kind of scenarios where the crossover won't be giving any big profit. So here the crossover happens, the price doesn't really move up, and then it goes to decline, but the decline is also not much significant. So in a nutshell, we can say the price is trending in a range where it is oscillating between two different price zones, and then eventual decline happens immediately after this bullish crossover. The price again drops and we have this bearish crossover, and then it continues for many days, couple of days at least, till we get this crossover again and then again on the lower side. So we have to find the ways to minimize the noise, or find the ways to minimize the losses in case this kind of noise happens where the underlying instrument doesn't really move in either direction. It simply oscillates or it simply remains range bound. So in this kind of circumstances, many false signals can be generated by this kind of crossover formation. So we do have to be mindful about it. But in a trending market, this is the best way to initiate the trade. So this is one way. Now we will see how we can make this chart more beautiful, more aesthetic. So for that, we can color code it. We can opt for different color combinations. All you have to do is opt for these different colors provided to you for customization. You can even go for a custom color option. If you want to do that, you can do that. You can increase or decrease the width. So here you can also change the opaqueness. All right, we have these various options. Now this is the modified LWMA, and it is looking a lot more beautiful, for lack of any other word. It is looking a lot more interesting if we compare it to the simple line, the simple blue line. So this kind of customization can be done. We can do the same thing for this lower time frame LWMA as well, where I will change it to a different style format. All right. We again increase the width, and opaqueness can also be changed. So we have these two stylish LWMA plotted compared to a simple line. All right. This is simply to make chart look more interesting, and ultimately it's all about its technical properties. Now coming to other options provided to us, we can also take a LWMA of the existing indicator. Now if you want the LWMA to be taken off the this another LWMA of 14, you can do that as well. You will have this plotting lot more smoother, as the applied price is this LWMA, not the closing price of the candle. So this is the derivative of this 14 LWMA, and because of that there is a lot more smoothing. So this option is also provided to us on the chart. I can also take the LWMA of, no, since this is the derivative, we can't really take the LWMA of that indicator. Okay. Now coming to other options, other customization tools available to us. We can recalculate this on new candle. So only when there is a new candle formation, the recalculation will be done for the output value for that given time frame. We opt for this box. If we want to highlight the calculation time period zone, we can do that. Now if I click on this any LWMA value, I will get this calculation period in the highlighted zone. Another option provided to us is to use the custom data. Suppose if I opt for the calculation to be done from the custom data, then the instrument can be chosen from the chart, or I can define it to fix to the Euro USD. So these two options are there. The calculation period can also be kept fixed. If we opt for any of these options, then the calculation period will be fixed to that. Suppose if I want it for 14, regardless of what is the candle period of this chart, so the calculation will be done on that. Now let me change it to 4 hourly. So we have got this new plotting now, where the calculation is dependent on the 4 hourly formation, whereas this original chart is of the hourly candle frame, hourly time frame. All right, so this is the customization. Now I will make it back to the use from chart. All right. And the spread side, the ask and bid, there are these two options. You can opt for use from the chart, or you can keep it fixed at ask or bid side. And this show indicator on all periods. So regardless of what is the candle period of the chart, the indicator will be shown on all the candle periods. If you change it to say any fixed candle period, then only on those time frame the indicator will be plotted. So now I have opted for 10 minutes and hourly. So these two LWMAs will be plotted only in case of the chart being hourly or 10 minutes. Suppose if I make it half an hourly, no plotting will be done. I think the net is slower, because of that it is taking time. Just let us give it few more seconds. Okay, it seems to be loading now. So here is the 15-minute and there is no plotting of the LWMAs. If I change it to half an hourly, there is no plotting, but if I change it to 10 minutes, then the LWMA combination will be plotted again and again on the hourly time frame. It will be there. So this is happening because of the customization options we have opted for. All right. So this is the explanation for this new tool of LWMA. If you have any query or any idea to share, you can write back to me in the feedback section. For further coverage of the market developments, do check out the Dukascopy Analytics page. We are also available on the Facebook. You can reach out to us there too. For trying out these combinations, various combination, and the interface of the JForex platform. The link is there in the bio along with the Dukascopy Analytics and Facebook link. So do try it out and let me know how it goes for you. Thank you all for joining in. I will be back with a new indicator in next session tomorrow. Till then, goodbye.